Okay, today's topic of discussion is tree. And before going to discuss about this tree data structure, let us introduce uh, just briefly where from the tree is coming. First of all, I want to introduce the first of all I want to introduce the definition of. First point is definition of graph. Graph. Second point is what is tree. What is the special type of tree? Is a special type of graph that I will discuss you. And third is how the tree can be, what are the properties of tree. Properties of tree. Those three things I want to discuss in this session. So first of all, I want to introduce this graph. What is the definition of graph? Graph is basically a set of vertices. V is a set of vertices, and E is the set of edges. I am giving one example here. Suppose these are the vertices, and the possible connection between those vertices. Suppose these are the connections in the vertices. So those connections may be a virtual connection. That suppose these are the two mobiles, and when the in between those two mobiles the connection is established, then you can take this as an edge. That means one relation between those two vertices has been established. So edges are basically the connections between that means vertices are the set of elements, and edges are basically the relation between the pair of vertices, right? Possible pair of vertices. These are the edges. So this is called a graph. You see this is the graph. This can be a graph, right? This can be a graph. That means there are so many properties of graph. I don't want to discuss what the graph details, but you see, this is called a cycle. This is called a cycle because you can start from here to there and here, and you come back to here. So this can be another cycle. This can be another cycle. These are called graphs. In some other lecture, we will discuss the details about the graphs. Right? This is graph. Now, what is the properties of? Now the graph has been introduced, and what is tree? Tree is basically a connected and acyclic graph is a tree, right? Connected and acyclic graph is called a tree. That means the graph definitely connected, but there should not be any cycle. So the graph will be looking like this, right? You see this, in this graph there is no cycle. Only some vertices are there, and between the pair of vertices, some pair of vertices, the connections are there. This is called a tree, right? And there are, you can see this in this tree, how many vertices are there? For example, this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So the number of vertices here is 4 5 6 7 8. Number of vertices is 8. And what is the number of edges here? Can you count this? Number of edges is equal to, you see this, that is 7 here. 2 3 4 5 6 7. And every time if you will see, for any tree, if it is connected and acyclic graph, then the number of edges is 1 less than the number of vertices. It is always true, and this is a famous theorem in a tree. I will not add the proof of correctness of that statement in this lecture, because we want to cover the tree data structure, right? Now we'll go to the another tree that is called binary tree. What is this one? This is also a special type of tree. Definitely binary tree is also a tree, but here um, every node that I am defining this tree recursively, that you see this. What is binary tree? Actually, uh, in binary tree there is a designated node that is called a root node, because as it is a tree, just you uh, think that what is tree? In every tree there is a root. That's why in binary tree there is a designated node that is called root. So binary tree T is defined as a finite set of vertices, or you can say elements, such that number one property is T is empty. That means there may be no elements in the tree. And second property is T contains, is the most important property, contains a distinguished node, or this is called actually root of tree T, right? And the remaining nodes of T form an ordered pair of disjoint binary trees T1 and T2. This actually T1 is called the left binary tree, and this is called right binary tree. Now, is it clear to you the definition of this binary tree? This is a recursive definition. You see this. That means I am giving you, suppose if tree is empty means no nodes are there. This is also called a binary tree. So this is the base case. And if it is only one node, that means this is the root node. Nothing is there. And if there is other node, that means this is the. Now you see this. These are the called binary trees. Can you see this? That means, you see, with respect to this root node, this is the left subtree T1, and this is the right subtree T2. Right this? So you can define this binary tree is that, so one distinguished node R is there and one left subtree, and that is also a binary tree. See that recursive definition, this is also a binary tree. Here you see this is a binary trees, and T2 is also a binary tree. Ordered pair, why it is called ordered pair? Because this is the left T1 is the left binary tree and T2 is the right binary tree. So when you are declaring T1 is as a left, it cannot be on the right, and T2 cannot be on the left side, right? And as it's a recursive definition, with this subtree T1, this node can be treated as also root, and also the same definition will be applied. So this is called a binary tree. That means, and it may be the case that here, that means this node is a root node, and these two are the childs of this root node. That means this is a left child, this is a right child, and with respect to this node, this is also the left child, this is the right child. So this is the relation between the parent and child. So it can be treated as parent, and these are the left child and this is the right child. So tree, binary tree can be defined in this way. So you see what you observe, that in binary tree, number of child of every node is either 0 or 1 or 2. That's why it is called binary. You see this node has two childs, this node has two childs, this node has one child, but what the number of child of this node? 0 child. So there may be 0, 1 or 2 nodes in any binary. No more more than 2 childs cannot be there in a binary tree. This is a special type of tree where in many data structures this binary tree data structure will be applied. And I'm giving you one more example. How do you generate an expression tree for a mathematical expression? That I will tell you. See this. What expression tree means? Expression tree. How do you generate this expression tree? Expression tree. I'm giving you one expression. Suppose the expression is equal to a minus b division c plus c plus d minus e bracket close. Suppose this is the expression. Now you see what suppose you want to evaluate this expression, then what will be the last operation? Definitely you see this, some brackets are there, this is the last operation. So this division will be in the root node. Now you see what is the next, this right part is independent and also left part is independent. So what is the in the left part? So this expression will be on the left subtree and this whole expression will be on the right subtree. These two are disjoint. See the definition. You can in the definition of tree, your left and right subtree are disjoint actually. So here you can write the minus operation as in this expression, minus the last option. Within this is a, this is b, and here it is. What is the last operation? This is minus. So you have to write here minus, and here left subtree, here it is c plus d, here it is e, and here as this is plus. Now it is clear to you. Now this is the expression tree. You see this. That means this expression tree will give you the idea what are the precedence rules to evaluate this expression to get the unique value of this after simplification. So you can get a minus b by doing this part, and here you will get c plus d and it will be stored here, and after storing this minus e will be stored here, and already a minus b has been stored here. So these two, this division, this will give you the here. So expression tree, if you can generate this expression tree, that will help you to solve this expression with the help of a program, right? This is called the expression tree. This is the more important thing. Now what is the structure of this? This structure is, as in expression every operation is binary operation. So you see this structure is basically a binary tree structure. So every node has either 0 child, or actually here no unary operations are there, that's why it is 0 child or 2 child. No 1 child will be here for any expression, right? So this is the example of an expression tree. Now I want to tell you the definition of binary tree is very much clear to you. Now I am giving you, suppose what is the question is and you see this in this tree, height of this tree. What is the height of this tree? Suppose this is the root. Height of a tree is actually from the root node, maximum number of edges can be traversed to the leaf node. What these are called actually, this C, D, E, these are called actually the leaf node. Leaf node means you cannot go further. This is the last node. That means this node have no childs. Now another observation is there in this expression tree is all the operands are in the last level where no childs are there, and all the operations are in the intermediate level, right? This is the beautiful observation for expression tree, right? So you see this, what is the maximum height? You have to traverse in this way, and this way. So what is the height? This is one edge, and here is number 2, here it is 3. So the height of this tree is equal to 3. So max, you have to reach to the maximum height. How do you measure the height of any tree? That means from root to the maximum branch, maximum height branch, you have to measure that. So similarly in mathematics you have to do this. So height can be measured by the number of edges from the root to the maximum root to the leaf where the maximum number of edges are there, right? And this path is unique, you see this. Now my question is, suppose question is, what is the minimum, so rather you tell maximum height age of a tree having n vertices. Can anyone tell me? You see this, suppose n vertices are there, these are called the vertices, these are called the vertices, this is the vertex, this is vertex, this is vertex, everything is the vertices, right? So n vertices will be given to you. What is the maximum height age? How do you find this? That's height, definitely in a binary tree where 0 or 2 child are there for this problem, or 0 or 2 childs are there for any node, no one child node will be there, right? So this is another in some book it is written that binary tree means every node has 0 child or 2 child or 1 child, and in extended binary tree number of node is number of child for every node is 0 or 2, no one child node is there. So for that binary tree, extended binary tree, what is the maximum height age of that? Now you see this, if your number of node is, suppose number of node v, that means this is equal to n is equal to, suppose 9. What is the maximum height? This is the node, you can do this, now count this 1 2 3 4 5. Oh no, sorry, so it should be, now see this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, the 9 nodes are there. So what is the height, maximum height? So if it is explicitly right skewed or it is left skewed, it can be drawn in a left skewed format, okay? Then you see this, as it is a binary tree, no node have 1 child, so every node has 2 child or 0 child, so it can be drawn in this way. So what is the height? 4. So you can get here the height is basically n minus 1 by 2. Now it is clear. If it is a left skewed binary tree, extended binary tree, or right skewed extended binary tree, then the height will be n minus 1 by 2. And you observe one thing, for a binary tree, extended binary tree where only 0 or 2 childs are there, if I am asking the question for n is equal to 8, what is the maximum height of an extended binary tree? You cannot get, because in every level number of node is a multiple of 2. You see, this is in height 1, this is in height 2, this is height 1, this is height 2, this is in height 3, and this is in height 4, right? In every height number of node is a multiple of 2 except the root node. That means number of nodes in an extended binary tree is always odd, otherwise you cannot draw. If you can tell the number of node in a binary tree is 8, then it is possible. Then it can be drawn in this way. What is the height of this way? You can draw in this way. This is nothing but a path. Every node has one child, then you can get the maximum number of heights. So if the number of node is 8, then height will be 7 if it is a simple binary tree where 0, 1 or 2 childs are there. If it is an extended binary tree, then it is n minus 1 by 2. Now it is clear to you, and this is the maximum height, right? That means you see, for a problem, if you solve this with the help of, sometimes you solve it with the help of binary tree where the structure is like this, then what should be the searching time? You see, you have to start from the root, and every node in a path you have to search every node. Then what is the running time? That is order of n minus 1 by 2. That is in worst case, that is again order of n. So there is no benefit. That where the benefit will be coming. Now I am giving you one thing. Go to the next slide, then it will be better for you. Suppose now the question is what is the minimum height h of a binary extended, better, right, extended binary tree having n nodes or vertices, right? So when it is possible, can you observe the one thing, that if suppose this is a root node, and extended binary tree means maximum number of node is 2. So give this, suppose these two are the childs of this node. Now give this, now do this. That means if every level in every height, and these are called the levels, this is 0 level, 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, every level is full of nodes except the last level, right? You see this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. So number of node here is 19. Now what is the maximum height of this binary tree? That is 9, because n minus 1 by 2, that is 9. But what is the height of here? 1 2 3 4. This is 4 actually. So how can you get any flavor of something? Here in C, you see this, here the number of node is 2 power 0, here the number of node is 2 power 1, here the number of node is 2 power 2, here the number of node is 2 power 3. Yes, so the maximum number of node here, it can be 2 power 4, right? As there are only 19 nodes, so here you can finish in this way. If the number of node is 31, then you have to fill all these childs here, right? So you see, what is the height? This is 4. That means height is 4. So what is the flavor to 4? What do you mean by 4? 4 is coming from what? That is for basically if this is n, right? If the value is n, that means log of base 2 n. What does it mean? This is log of base 2 2 power 4. That will give you 4, right? That means if the number of node is n, what is the height? Let the height be h, minimum height be h. Then 2 power n must be less than equal to 2 power h. Can you get it? Suppose this is this height is, just take this example better. If the number of, suppose 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 8 7 15, if the number of node is 15, 15 is less than equal to 2 power Here it is 2 power 3, 8. That means 2 power 4. 2 power 15 is less than or equal to. What is the maximum number of height? Can you tell it? (15). So height is here actually, if the number of node is 15, then the height is actually 3. So how do you get is 15? How do you, that means height means it can be taken as 2 power 1 plus 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube. Am I clear? You see this? 15 means first level 2 power 0, 2 power 1, that is 2, 2 power 2, that is 2 square, this is 2 power 3. Is it clear? So this is basically equal to 15 itself. And if it is 16, then what is the maximum height? So you see this 3 will give you the height of the tree, right? So 16 means 1 plus 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube plus 2 power 4, because you have to go to this fourth height, because there is no place to put another node in this level. So you have to go to the fourth height. In the fourth height, what is the maximum number of nodes? Maximum in the fourth height, maximum number of node is actually 2 power 4. So as this is 16 means 16 is less than or equal to 1 plus 2 power 5. And if it is 17, so what is this one? This is actually 1 into 2 power 5 minus 1. Okay, by GP series you can get is 2 power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times are there, 2 power 5 minus 1, right? So this is 2 power 5 minus 1. If it is 17, then this is also again 2 power 5 minus 1 less than. Am I clear? 5 minus 1. Then what will be the height? As it is 2 power 5 minus 1, height will be 1 less than this. So it is basically that means this will give you the flavor, that means log n base 2, possibly this is a ceiling. I will not give you the details calculation. This minus 1 will give you the minimum height. That means what? Minimum height, as it is log n, then what should be your searching time if you are starting, if you have started searching from this root node, then you can do the search in one path. Then how many length you have to traverse? That is actually log n base 2. So there is much more. So initially when the maximum height was there, that is order of n, here the height is log n base 2. Now I am giving you one example where it will be clear to you. You see this, suppose you can remember this binary tree also. Just I am writing something. Suppose this is 50, here it is 25, here it is 65, here it is 10, and here it is 35, here it is 55, here 80, here it is 5, here how I am writing the C, just observe this. This is 30, this is 40, and here it is 52, here it is 57, suppose this is 70, and this is 85. Now you see what is the observation here. How do I construct this binary tree? You see what is the property of this binary tree. I am storing 50 here, and now check the every node here. No node value is greater than 50. Every value is less than 50, and here every value on this side it is greater than 50. Now it is clear, and this is true for every node. And here it is, if you see this 25 with respect to this 25, suppose this is also a subtree, and for this subtree 25 is the root by definition, and this side again you see this is less than 25, and all the values on the right side are again greater than 25, and this is true for every node. and this is the called binary search tree. This is a very important tree, binary search tree. I will not go to the details, that will be covered in your second year or third year course. This is a very important thing. This is called BST, binary search tree. I am giving you the just flavor of this binary search tree. Why I am giving you this flavor binary search tree? Because this binary search tree will help you to search any item by log n time. How do you search this? Suppose you want to search element 40. How do you do this? Go to the root. 40 is less than 50. Definitely you go to the left side. 40 is greater than 25. Go to the right side. 40 is greater than 35. Go to the right side. Now 40 is equal to 40. You'll get it. So what the beautiful property of a tree is that I have not told earlier, but you have to know, between every pair of vertices in a tree there is a unique path. So if you want to search 40, whether 40 is there in this binary search tree or not, and as you have started from this 50, that means if it is there, there is a designated path, that is this one. If it is not there, you have to go to somewhere else, right? That means you have to reach the, if you want to search for 35, then if definitely in the middle you can search it. If you want to search element 32, it is not there, that means 32 is less than 50, go there. 32 greater than 25, go there. 32 is less than 35, go there. 30 is greater than 32 is greater than 30, but here no childs are there, that means search is unsuccessful. When the search is unsuccessful, you have to traverse from root to the leaf node where no childs are there, right? That means in the worst case, what is the searching time? That is log n base 2 for, so searching time for binary search tree, searching time in BST is order of log n base 2. Is it clear to you? So that means some benefits will be there for this construction of binary search tree. That means, how do you do this binary search tree? You have completed this binary search tree with the help of the minimum height extended binary tree, right? When this minimum height extended binary search tree will be there, then you will get this benefit. But if there may be a binary search tree, that I am giving you one example: 50, 40, 60. So no, this is 80. Suppose this is 6. This is 80. This is 60, 90, 85. 100 and 95, like this. Here it is 110. So if this is also a binary search tree, you see, observe that every node, every left subtree node value is less than the root node, and all the values are greater than the root node. That means it is also a binary search tree, but it is right skewed. That means again the complexity of this is order of n, because n minus 1 by 2. That means there is some other binary search trees where you can get this structure that will be covered in your second year or third year courses, that I will not tell you the details of this. But if the structure will be in this form, so that it is purely balanced, it is not actually purely balanced here, you see this, as it is right skewed. If it is balanced both sides, then you will get the benefit of log n, right? This is called the binary search tree. And there are some things will be there that I will cover in the next things. How do you represent this by, just I am telling you how do you represent in the next class. I will tell you how representation of binary tree by linked list and also array. How do we do this, right? That will be discussed in the next lecture. Okay, thank you for watching this. I'll cover the next thing in the binary search tree and some how in a binary tree there are 3 types of traversals: in order, pre-order and post-order. That will be covered in the next lecture. Please watch the next lecture. Thank you once again.